but I don't know. Yeah, okay, so that one, the one in Stores, it didn't have a lot of meat on the bone. He didn't have much room as far as equity.
Right.
This one out in Burleson is the opposite case. Do you work any deals like that?
Yeah, I mean, so does he still have a mortgage on it? He just has a lot of equity in the property?
Yes, they do. I think it's like an $800,000 home.
Okay.
Beautiful home, gated community. I mean, it doesn't need a whole lot of work.
Okay.
Maybe some pool work, a little bit. Of course, there's always going to be some minor things. I think it has a new roof,
Mm-hmm.
but they're wanting to get out quick. They've already got a new place in Florida,
Okay.
but which they're fixing to move within the next week to 10 days. Nobody can leave out of the house, but that'll put them in a position to have two payments at the same time.
Okay.
And,
right.
Yeah,
they don't want to have two payments. You're saying that, they don't want to have two payments at the same time. That makes it tough.
Yeah, but they're open. She's open to the seller finance. I actually sent her some information that I'd gotten from you about the process.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't have any problem with it, so she's open to it. I think we just have to figure out what kind of terms we could do on it, and I have to obviously present that to her.
Right.
And then how do we make the transaction between you and I so that I get paid? And I think if we can work those deals out, we got potential here.
Love it. Yeah. I mean, we can definitely get you paid on the deal. I pay, your commission for the deal on this one. So with this one here, like, do you know all the numbers? Like, do you have their mortgage statement, or do you know exactly, like, okay, let's say they got a full price cash offer today. What are they walking away with? Do you know all that information right now?
I pretty much have it in my head. I don't have the actual mortgage statement, but she told me they've been in the house 5 years. They owe about $300,000 on it. Mm-hmm. So I have the rough numbers. Yes, they've been in 5 years. They owe $300,000. So she would. I mean, if it's cash, obviously I did the numbers on it as far as because I did a market evaluation on it. Mm-hmm. And let me pull that up real quick. But I also got her to give me a bottom line dollar too.
Okay.
I said, what would it? Because I asked her when I was there. I was there Friday. Met with her, and I asked her, what's your bottom line? What would you take if somebody just gave you cash?
Right.
So, because I wanted to see kind of how low she'd go.
Right. Of course, that makes sense.
And I don't know for sure, but we might could trim that a little more. I don't know. But at least I got her to give me a number lower than what my evaluation was.
Right. So they want to move. I mean, it sounds like, obviously, or be done, or they already moved. Yeah. They just want to get out of this one. So I get that.
They're moving. Yeah, that's it. They don't want to have two mortgage payments.
Yeah.
And she had it on the market. It didn't sell. The realtor didn't do any marketing. I think she's hesitant to put it back on the market because of the fact that just the fact that the realtor was lazy with it, which I'll tell you right now, and I've been on the sidelines, I don't know, since I probably talked to you because of my mother-in-law and my mom were both sick.
Oh, man.
My mother-in-law had terminal cancer. My mom had COPD. Well, they both passed away in the spring.
Wow, sorry to hear that.
My mom, they're in a better place. My mother-in-law's out of pain, and my mom can breathe now because my mom couldn't breathe because of COPD.
Wow.
But they died within 3 weeks of each other. They're both 88. So.
Oh my goodness, that's tough.
Yeah, it was tough on the family losing both of them at the same time.
Yeah, I bet.
So, but I kind of was on the sidelines for a bit after the property in Hazlet expired. I had to take a break. My wife and I had to care for both moms, and I had to take care of both estates.
Yeah.
And so, but I got out of that. Everything kind of settled down at the end of April,
Mm-hmm.
and I hired an ISA to start making phone calls. So now I've got a lot of things starting to happen.
Well, that's good. That's good news. Yeah. I mean, it's understandable that you needed that time, and now you're back on it. So that's good. I think with this one here, I mean, yeah, I think we could, potentially make something work.
Let's see what I had on this thing. Let me look at my numbers.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I was right around $800,000,
Okay.
and I got her. It's a. Let me see the numbers on it. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. It's got an entertainment room. They're giving away the huge screen TV and stereo system that goes in that room.
Oh wow.
They're just leaving it. So the whole entertainment center, they're just leaving it in the media room.
Wow.
She had it on the market for $850 previously.
Uh-huh.
I said, well, I can maybe justify, because I said around 800. I said maybe I could justify some of that with the big TV. But I asked her, if somebody walked into her cash, what would you take for it? And she said $775.
Okay.
So I got her to knock down another $25,000 off what the previous. So it's $75,000 off of what the previous agent had listed for.
Right. Yeah, that's good. I think. So you were saying it really didn't need too much work. I mean, for me to buy it cash, it would probably be something that maybe needs a bit more work. But I mean, I'd be open to doing like a creative option, like what we had discussed on the other listing. I would just, in this case, the way it would work.
Well, she's open to that too, because I told her, because I actually started it with terms.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with terms? You said, well, what's terms? I said, well, we can get you something to get out of here, and then for some time you would get monthly payments or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. Yep. Love it. That's awesome. That's the best way to open the conversation right there.
That's the way I opened the conversation. So as I asked, that's why I kind of got both. I started it with the terms, and then I said, well, and then after we talked about the terms a little bit, I kind of explained it to her a little bit, and then I asked her what the bottom line cash offer she would take was, just to kind of see what numbers we could get her down to.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, and then like I said, I spoke to her yesterday. I crafted up a little change in your, just to kind of give her the thing. I crafted up, not much. I didn't change much of it. I think I just changed one part of it to where the seller would have, no out of pocket or walk away with dollars in their pocket or something like that.
Yeah.
It's your thing you sent me, about the information on the projects of the subject to existing market transaction.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, I sent that to her and let her read it. And she didn't have any problem with it. So.
Okay. Awesome. I love that. Yeah. I mean, do you kind of know how much like she would want as a down payment, and I mean, how long is she willing to let me make payments to her for, or to them?
That we didn't get in. Didn't get into the weeds of that quite so much.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, it's just something I would say we probably just put the stuff together and put it out to her, because we really didn't get into the weeds of that too much. I mean, you have an idea of what you might give her up front?
I don't right now. I mean, I would rather, I guess, let's say we went with an $800,000 purchase price, like that's fine. I would just, I would just want to know, like, in a perfect world for her, if she could, wave a magic wand, what would that look like for, the down payment to be, and how long is she willing to carry that? I think would be kind of like, well, two things for next steps. Kind of one, maybe talk to her about that, see what she would kind of want down, how long she'd be willing to carry it for, and then two, if she could provide you with the mortgage statement, then we could, have a better understanding of the numbers and kind of maybe craft something from there based off of the information that she gives us and what's on the statement.
Okay.
Yeah. So do you think that'll work?
Yeah, is there any range that I'm looking for if she said, I don't know what she's going to come up with, you know, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, in all
yeah,
in all honesty, if I'm doing an $800,000 purchase price, like for me to pay you and all the closing costs and her giving or them, I say her, them a down payment, it would probably be, ideally I'd like to be into it all around probably for like 64,000 up front. Um, so that would include like I don't know what your commission would be, 3% or whatever, let's say, and then um, your commission would be out of that 64,000. So whatever's left out of that would be her down payment.
okay, so let's see. 24. That's what 3% of 800 is 24.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 40,000 to her,
Yep.
or what is right?
Yep.
So she get 40. Now, how does the monthly stuff work?
So, I mean, I would just want to be able to cash flow on the property every month. So I'd have to kind of see like what her actual payment is right now on those current monthly payments and then kind of see what would make sense because I still, like I said, like I want to be able to cash flow on it. I want to be able to pay her and still pay the existing mortgage.
Because you're gonna put a renter in it, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're gonna put somebody in the property that's gonna make the payments to you
Right.
or to the mortgage company.
To me, yeah. Yep.
Make them to you, and then you pay the mortgage company.
Yep. Yep.
And then you'd have a difference that would from the mortgage company that would go between you and her. How does that work?
Yeah. So like, let's just say I don't know what her actual payment is. Let's just say her payment was $2,000 a month. And then we came up with an agreement of, okay, I'll pay her $100 every month. And so then my payment would be $2,100 in total. 2,000 would go to the mortgage, 100 would go to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then that has to play out for a long time at $100 a month, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that that's what the number is. I'm just like that was just an example of.
That's just a scenario.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because I would think yeah. Well, so what I have to do is I have to get the exact figures of what she's paying per month on the mortgage.
Yeah, I would just say have her give you her actual like mortgage statement, like get the July statement, and then you'll see the actual numbers. You can send it to me. I can take a look at it. And then, she'll kind of probably tell you like, hey, this is how much I would want down. This is how long I'd be willing to carry it for, that remaining equity. And then I would like my payments to be around, whatever that number is. Like I said, we just used $100 in this example, around $100 a month. So if you can kind of get that information from her, then, we can have a better idea of what's going to work for both of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it helps me know this process. I believe I'm gonna have more of these.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to get that. I took all that class again, every class and everything, and have a mentor, but I've never done one. And until you do one, you really don't understand it.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to wrap my total head around it yet. So
yep.
This will help me get my head completely wrapped around the process.
Yeah, well, I'd love to, do the first one with you, or have this one at least be the first of many with you, and start getting you back going, and make it easy, not even have to list it, go through all that rigmarole, and still get you your commission.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. All right. Well, I'm gonna need to get a hold of her then, And I don't know. Hopefully, she'll give me the mortgage statement, but at least if I can get a factual number, I don't know. You know, some people are pretty. You know, sometimes they're pretty hesitant to give out that information.
Yeah, yeah.
And challenging sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, if she's giving you a hard time, I mean, there's nothing that, we can really do with it, but if she wants to like cross out her loan number or whatever, like that's fine. That's not a big deal. It's just so because, in this case, I'm buying the underlying
I mean, I
loan.
know once we get it, once we get it rolling and the paperwork going, she won't have any problem then.
Yeah.
I'm just saying to have her send it to me before we got anything signed. So sometimes I see that's difficult, but it might not be. I don't know.
Okay.
Find out.
Yeah. All right. Well, that sounds like a plan. Let's. I guess you think you'll be able to talk to her today, or when do you think I should check back with you?
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna reach out to her as soon as I get off the call with you.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Speed of lead.
Yep. Love it. Yeah.
All right, buddy.
All right, John. Good talking with you.
Maybe I might call you back in a few minutes, hopefully.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. Bye.